Jessie.
Yes.
Ireland has one of the highest levels of binge drinking in the world.
I could have guessed that.
Did you know that 76% of the Irish population drink alcohol, with 53% of drinkers doing so at least weekly?
Could have guessed that as well.
40% of all Irish people aged 15 and over have engaged in binge drinking or heavy episodic drinking in the past 30 days.
30 days,
Yeah.
Wow.
Heavy drinking. Alcohol consumption in Ireland almost trebled over 4 decades between 1960 and 2001.
Wow.
Trebled. More than half of 18 to 75-year-old drinkers were classified as harmful drinkers in Ireland. How are we, Internet family, and welcome back for another episode of
Teenage versus 20-something talking about alcohol. Woo!
In a lot of these videos, we drink. You know that.
Not today.
Not today. We're hungover today.
Badly.
We're walking stereotypes. So I feel like a lot of Irish people watch us, but people from other countries as well. And I genuinely feel like we should have a conversation about this because it gets brought up a lot. And like
Ireland, a lot of people talk about Ireland that we're all alcoholics.
Ireland, yeah.
We're just a bunch of walking alcoholics.
How many alcoholics do we know, though, in fairness? So
Quite a lot.
And from all different ages as well.
Yeah.
I know people in AA. I know people who won't admit that they're an alcoholic, and they are. It's just really common. It's a part of our culture here so much. Like, it's tied so strongly to socialising.
Yeah.
Family events, Christmas and stuff. And the drinking age here, like, right, the legal drinking age
is 18.
But some places serve you if you're 16, but don't most people drink a lot younger than that?
Oh, nearly everybody. Like, literally 15.
Oh, younger than that.
14, 13. I know 12-year-olds that are drinking.
Yeah, and that's not good. Like,
that's really bad.
I used to go to junior discos, and I was one of the only people in my friend group who wouldn't drink.
So was I.
Were you?
I never
Because we were
I was so afraid to go home smelling of alcohol around.
My mum would have killed us.
One time I literally had like a few sips of a can and I was like, no. Like,
we were brought up well.
Yeah.
No, but I remember my friends would like stash bottles of vodka in the wardrobe, and we'd be getting ready for a junior disco, and they'd keep taking swigs, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I started drinking when I was 17.
I started drinking when I was 16 going 17, I say.
And like, would you say, like, I say this, but then, last night happened. Literally, like, on the beach at, like, 2 a.m. or something. Just
drinking
after
cans.
we'd had wine, we'd had Baileys.
Gin and tonic, vodka
and Coke. Cider.
Bummers. Yeah.
But I do think, in general, we have a healthy relationship with alcohol.
I have a very healthy relationship with alcohol. Especially, like, for my age, like, I rarely ever drink, like, really rarely. And I can't even, I was talking about this to Melanie last night in the pub, actually. Like, I can't remember the last time I actually got drunk. I drink so rarely. Really, only when I'm with you.
Yeah, and we'll get, like, a little bit tipsy sometimes. Like, last night we did get drunk.
I wasn't drunk. I was.
Oh, you weren't.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I have a very low tolerance.
I have a high tolerance
for alcohol. I'll have 2 and I'll be flying like a fairy.
Which is actually really weird because, like, I'm very thin and, like,
yeah.
But I've such a high tolerance.
Yeah.
You were just saying that last night.
It's meant to. I've seen documentaries about this. So, like, the bigger you are, the more you weigh and stuff like that, the more you have to drink or something like that. And they explain the science of it and stuff.
But it's not always that way.
It's not. No, this one.
I could drink it.
Drink anyone under the table.
I would.
But no, I digress. We both have quite a good relationship with it now. As in, like, I'll have, like, a glass of wine with a dinner and not feel any urge to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Like, I just enjoy alcohol. Like, I do. I've had some of my best experiences with alcohol. But the bad years.
Yeah. Oh. Bad years.
And yours were younger than mine. Because when I was 19, I was a very heavy binge drinker.
Yeah, mine were younger. My bad years would have been 17, start of 18, maybe. Like, yeah, so, like, 17 mostly was my worst.
It was when I was 18, 19 were mine.
But the thing that actually kicked it off for my, like, bad year was my 2.5 year relationship ended, so that kind of, like, sent
That was the same.
Yeah!
My relationship ending. It's like, and that's when you know there's a problem.
Yeah.
When you have an alcohol problem, is if you're turning to alcohol for comfort or for like to drown your sorrows, but just literally to just hide away. Yeah, because it does help you like feel a bit better temporarily
for the moment, but actually it affects you long run. Like alcohol,
you have a massive come down as well.
Yeah, you seriously do, and like it mightn't be the day after. For me, it's normally 2 or 3 days after I hit this. Like I get so depressed.
Yeah,
and
she does. Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of my friends with it and stuff, and people I know, and it actually happens to a lot of people, and you mightn't even be aware of it.
Yeah, like
because I didn't used to be.
I would go out with my workmates and friends when I was about 19 and stuff, and drink 3-4 nights a week, right? But I was able to drink. Do you know Smirnoff Ice?
Yeah,
it's an alco pop. I was able to drink about 12 to 14 bottles of Smirnoff Ice and shots. And no, I wasn't able to, but I just would anyway. Yeah. And I would do the most ridiculously stupid things that I would never do. I would say things I would never say. I would do things I would never do. I'd put myself in danger. Yeah. I put myself in so much danger several times in my late teens because of drink. And that's not okay. Yeah. It just isn't. Like, if we're ever going to drink a bunch now, we will do it with people that we are safe with.
And we trust.
We'll do it in a safe environment, like in our house or in like a local
pub.
They call them old man pubs, but they're just like little Irish bars. But like we'll do it there with like a bunch of friends or something. We never, you know, because I used to do it where I'd be out with, say, a new group of people and I'd get into a fight and I'd storm off.
Yeah, and then you spam me.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Yeah, that is so dangerous. Like, I think my biggest, like, mistakes I've ever made have been under the influence of alcohol.
And you can feel so embarrassed. Like,
the next morning, there is nothing worse than waking up and be like,
lads,
what the hell did I do last night?
Yeah, and you don't want to even swallow your pride and just, like, apologise. You're just, like, because you're going to be in denial, or you might do things you don't remember.
You don't remember! This has happened to me before. And then so-and-so will be like, do you remember? And you're like, what?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And that is scary. That is not a good look.
What would you say is it that changed your relationship into being like negative to positive? Because I don't think either of us ever had like, we're never alcoholics. No. We probably just had like issues with drinking, but also like in terms of like the world, but in Ireland it's very normal.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that, but it like if you look
at the
stats, look at the research.
Yeah.
It's extremely commonplace.
Yeah.
And I know people who don't drink at all, and I really respect it, and I actually do love when I go out with them. Sometimes I won't drink because they're not drinking, and I'll actually leave with a buzz because everyone else around you is kind of like tipsy and all, but like you just pick up the energy and you're like
vibing with it,
high on the energy of the people. So like I don't ever rely on it. Like I think you need to watch out for if you ever feel like
you need it.
Yeah, like you can't go out on a night out and not drink, or that you'll get sad or stressed or anxious or angry if there's no alcohol left in your house, or if when they do last orders.
Oh yeah, and you're like, no, and you get like, but come here, you were saying, what do you think maybe changed my relationship? Yeah. So basically, I honestly think, right, so I didn't actually have that long of a time with like having like a bad relationship with alcohol. Like it was really only a year and then it stopped. But basically what it was, I realised and like I saw the pattern of how it was making me feel days after. Like,
and we were saying that like your family were talking to you about it as well.
Even, but like it was just, and it was the whole cause of it. Like it's insane. Like it really, because alcohol is a depressant. It is a depressant. So,
and it's a toxin. You're paying to poison yourself.
Yeah. What are we? What is wrong with
this? Oh my goodness. But like, yeah, it is a depressant. It's something that a lot of people just don't realise, and I think a lot of people don't notice when they're becoming dependent on alcohol.
Yeah. It kind of happens slowly, I feel like.
It does, and it's people can get addicted to that numbness that it brings you, and that like, you know the way when you're giddy, you're just giggling at stuff. You don't care.
You actually don't care.
You could be lying down, just pissing your jeans, just pissing yourself, and be like laughing about it. Like that's how much it affects. It can. Yeah. The things I've done and seen and put oh my god! there are stories that I don't even feel comfortable talking to you guys about. It's just more so like know that there's stories.
Oh yeah. There are loads of stories.
I will tell you this. One time I did wet myself drunk.
What? Really? No.
In bed with my ex. I've got into really big fights with people when we were just fighting about nothing.
My worst fights are under alcohol influence, for example.
Oh yeah, it can just enhance.
It enhances all your feelings and your emotions, and
so yeah, if you're in a good place when you drink, even just socially, like have 2 or 3 drinks once a week or something like that, it'll make you just really, really happy and in a great mood. If you're in a negative, bad, dark place in your mind and you drink, it makes it spiral and it makes it way worse. So it's just like, why do that to yourself?
Even though you think it will help, you'll be like, oh, I'll have a few drinks, I'll feel better. And it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I know.
It just intensifies your emotions that you're already feeling.
It does. Like my favourite way to drink now is to have like 1 or 2 glasses of wine with my dinner, like in an Italian restaurant, or like sometimes a lot of the times me and my dad will buy a bottle of wine and have it at home, but that's it. Like we will never sit here and drink a bunch of cans. Like Dad hates that. Like I used to have house parties and he'd come back and there'd be cans and bottles everywhere, and he was just like, Mel, like, don't do this in my house. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like,
but one thing I will say,
it's social drinking. I am completely okay with and in favour of. I just think it's the whole like hiding bottles of bloody vodka in your bedroom, drinking on your own kind of stuff. It's just not okay.
One thing though I will say about myself is I'm not a fan of just having one drink. That's why I think I drink so rarely, but if I'm having one drink, I won't bother. Like, I would just have water, because if I am having one drink, I'd like to have a couple, like, you know what I mean?
To get tipsy.
No, because like once I get the taste of it, I kind of would like another one.
Yeah, it does. It's like Pringles.
Yeah, it's like once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, but you must not like the taste of it, because like with red wine, for example, it pairs really well with certain dishes and certain food. But like you just like,
but I
chicken
hate red wine food.
Oh yeah, you don't like red wine. So yeah, like I don't know. There's a lot. In that whole conversation, we just wanted to open up this conversation because we have a lot of viewers who are like Irish and people from other countries who are probably curious about the drinking levels here. But it is, do you know, like what I've noticed is when I go abroad to other countries, and I even noticed this, my gosh, I was in Spain with my boyfriend, and we were out and he was telling me about how the pubs and the nightclubs serve really cheap alcohol, but they also stay open really late into the night. Like literally like 6-7 in the morning some places. And we were walking around though, like in the middle of the night, and we were all like really, really gone. All these people were just standing there like with their kids maybe or whatever, and they were just having like a couple of nice drinks, having a chat. The drinking culture in other countries,
it's crazy,
so different. Like
I think
if Irish people had €1 drinks,
we would be dead. I swear, like half the population would have alcohol poisoning. I'm not even joking, because I was just going to say like majority of foreign countries, like a lot of foreign countries, have really cheap drink, and that's why
they don't have binge drinking issues.
No, exactly. So I think that's why alcohol over here is so expensive, and there's still so much binge drinking. So imagine if it was cheap.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Yeah, it's like I wonder why is that though. Like I just wonder what the cause.
Yeah,
I am always curious about that. Like why certain parts of the world it is the way it is. Do you know what I mean? So like we just want to know, like, where do you stand with drinking? Like, are you a pioneer? Have you never drank?
Do you binge drink?
Do you binge drink? Do you drink loads? Why do you drink? What do you drink? Yeah. My favourite drink of choice right now,
Baileys.
Gin and tonic. I'm mad into the gin and tonic.
I love Baileys.
It's become quite fashionable again.
I'm such a vodka girl though. Like I normally go for vodka.
And I'm there with my red wine. But yeah, leave a comment below.
Let us know what you think. And we filmed a collab over on my channel.
We did. So this is my sis, obviously. Go to her channel. Subscribe. If you like me, you'll like her. Maybe. We're very different, actually.
Yeah.
But go watch her video over there and give a thumbs up, and we'll see you again.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.